like, subscribe, and leave a comment. So here's your review of AEW Collision, the week commencing the 27th of May. So it starts off with Jon Moxley coming out. I'm sure he's going to come out, say some Jon Moxley stuff as he does, but then he's confronted by Don Callis. So Don Callis comes out, basically says him and Jon Moxley are more alike than he thinks. He says the things he done that are compared to Jon Moxley, that are like Jon Moxley. Long story short, he wants Jon Moxley to join the Don Callis family, and before John could really sort of get into it, he was jumped by excuse me, that's hiccups. Jumped by Takeshita, and that was that. Then we had Will Ospreay, the sort of the aftermath after he was beaten down, a bit grimacing, his all be busted up. But then he basically calls out Roderick Strong, says he's not scared of Roderick Strong. He's been in a lot worse situations. He flew hours and hours around the world to be the best. And at Double or Nothing, he'll show him he's the best. This is obviously Collision before Double or Nothing. Then we have Hiroshi, I believe his name is, Claudio Castagnoli and Danny Garcia versus Lance Archer and The Righteous in a great match. Go and watch if you haven't seen it. But in the end, Hiroshi gets the victory. Then we have the Gun Club versus Penta and Rey Fenix in a great match. Go and watch it. But in the end, the Gun Club lose and Penta gets the victory. Then we have Chris Jericho and Big Bill sort of giving some advice under the learning tree to Hook and Shibata. So we'll see what happens there. Then we have Kyle O'Reilly versus some guy. Kyle O'Reilly obviously gets the victory. O'Reilly gets the victory. Then we have Willow come out, basically calls out Mercedes Moné, says she's not going to beat her. Mercedes Moné hasn't had a match in a year. The last time she wrestled, she got beaten by Willow, and she's not losing her title. We'll see. Then I did a review of Double or Nothing as well. You can go and watch my video. Then we have Trent Beretta comes out, calls out Orange Cassidy. Rocky Romero turns up and wants to try and mend the fences, but Trent Beretta makes it plain and simple. That's not happening. I don't want to be friends with him. Then we have House of Black versus Gates of Agony versus Infantry versus The Claimed in a four-way tag team match. Go and watch it. You haven't seen it. Great match. But in the end, the House of Black get the victory. Then we have Adam Coping basically calling out Malachi Black, talking about his alter ego, dark places he can go to. Dark places is that right now for their match, so we'll see how that all goes. Then we have Mariah May versus Layla Hirsch in a great match, but in the end, Mariah May got the victory. Then we have Swerve Strickland and Christian Cage promo for their match. Obviously, this is before Double or Nothing. Then in the main event, it's Bryan Danielson and the FTR versus Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and Satnam Singh in a great match. Go and watch it. But in the end, Bryan Danielson gets the victory. After the match, FTR cut a promo basically saying AEW is the best company ever and they're there for the fans. I don't know if FTR are leaving anywhere, but I don't think they are.